Hey everyone, it's BigSmoons with a Platinum Review, where I talk about the games that I have the Platinum Trophy, or 100% on, and what it took to get there. I also review the games based on the amount of fun I had. Really quick before we go rocking into this video, I want to talk about the BigSmoons fundraiser that's still ongoing. Teen Line is a non-profit organization that connects teen counselors to other teens as a resource to provide hope during that tumultuous time. Click the link below to learn about Teen Line and donate if you feel so inclined. Have you ever felt out of place? Like you have to change who you are to meet the demands of those close to you? What if you could break out and form your own path? Today, we will follow Francis as he does that. Let's get started. The Artful Escape is a narrative-driven game that has some light platforming and rhythm segments. It was developed by Beethoven and Dinosaur and released in 2022 for the PlayStation 5. The game is currently included in the PlayStation Plus Extra tier, included in the price of that subscription. The game kicks off with our main character, Francis Vendetti, sitting on the outskirts of his hometown of Calypso, Colorado. He has a guitar in his hand and strums along to some old folk songs. He seems bored with the chords and decides to belt out some rock instead. This is overheard by Violetta, who convinces Francis to climb a huge tree and then come see her at Lightman's later.
You shred pretty well.
Francis heads home for the night to prepare for his concert the next day. His uncle, Johnson, was a folk legend, and everyone in town expects Francis to follow in his footsteps. On the way home, you can ask people where Lightman's is, but no one has ever heard of it. You're woken by a loud banging, and are greeted outside by an alien. He leads you to Lightman, who you learn is a space rocker who travels the universe performing shows, and he has handpicked you to be his opening act.
Yes.
An artist's job is not to give people what they want, Francis. It's to give people something they could never have imagined.
I won't spoil any more of the story than that, but that is where the game takes off, figuratively and literally. The gameplay is very basic. You walk from one side of the screen to the other, play some guitar, hit some light up pads, and play a series of notes following the lead of another. It's great in its simplicity though. I couldn't play a 20-hour game with those mechanics, but the Artful Escape can be completed in about 4 hours. The other major part of the gameplay is creating your own character, kinda. You always play as Francis, but you reach a point where you can change his appearance into your ideal rocker. You also have several dialogue choices to make. They ultimately don't change the story, but it does fine-tune your character into your character. I would love to see what other people did with their version of Francis.
Thanks.
The cast is wacky and interesting, from the humanoid Violetta and Lightman, to the alien Zom and the Tastemaker, who I can only describe as having a Lovecraftian design. All of the cosmic creatures and locations have their own flair, and I absolutely loved how the game felt teeming with character. The stylized visuals of the game are stunning, and the Artful Escape takes the time to pull back certain scenes so you can take it all in, and the shots are beautiful. I give the Artful Escape a 10 out of 10 for fun. I had an absolutely amazing time shredding across the galaxy with my version of the character. The gameplay boils down to just holding the stick in one direction and then playing Simon Says, but it works for the game. It was incredible just seeing the world exploding with life. The game is just downright fun once you leave Calypso. It's a short enough experience to not grow boring, and it carries a good message of being yourself. Let's talk trophies. There are only 13 trophies for this game, and there is surprisingly a platinum. There are 6 story trophies and 6 missable trophies, with the platinum getting you to 13. Since there are so few, I will talk about them individually. For starters, Beating the game will net you 6 of them. There is only one trophy that you need to be on the lookout for, as it will be a pain to go back and get it, and that's to play all the amp jams. These are the big glowing platforms that you can stop at. Press triangle to start a short jam session. You have to do all these in the game, so just do them as you see them. None of them are hidden. And speaking of these jams, get into one and then sit the controller down for 3 minutes. Near the beginning of the game, you'll get your electric guitar. Light up all of Calypso between your house and Lightman's. Just hold square as you run through the town. Make sure to hit both sides of every street. I actually did this without knowing it was a trophy just to see the town light up. You will reach a point near the middle of the game where you can design your character. I guess technically you can miss this if you decide not to change him at all, but that would be crazy. The 2 trophies I actually missed on my first playthrough are the last 2 for this list. One for jamming with the snowman. I actually didn't see him in the background and you have to stop for a second or so to get him dancing. The next is for getting on top of an archway. This may take a few tries, but you just need to jump and slam on a bounce pad. You may need to double jump and glide to land there, but as soon as you do, trophy and platinum will be yours. The Artful Escape is an absolutely beautiful and charming game. Every moment I wanted to move farther into the worlds. Most of the trophies will come naturally, and the few that don't are easily tackled via chapter select. I recommend everyone play this game, and I recommend you get that platinum. What do you think, Calvaggio? Thanks for watching, everyone. I had such a fun time playing this game that I churned out the video as soon as I put the controller down. I love being able to connect with an audience, and seeing the views go up and knowing that people are interested puts a huge smile on my face. Like, subscribe, or just enjoy. And as always, be good to yourself.
Impossible. I am the comical